Hey guys, Kyle, the Death Knight of Anime here, and as you can see, I'm pretty much in a completely. My location has changed again, but this time it's pretty much my old look. I basically moved back I found after all the renos and whatnot, I finally managed to move back into pretty much my own place again, and this is pretty much just a renovated and revamped look of the previous of my previous like little office anime space of basically where I've done all my reviews previously. So yeah, like I'm basically back in my old space, guys, and yeah, it's basically good to be back in the old in the old office in the old anime office again. So but yeah, guys, with that said, I'm here to bring you my One Piece episode 839 review, so and this was a really good episode, if for no other reason than the art and animation alone. And let's actually start off by talking about the art and animation in this episode, because specifically about the fight scenes, because the amount of detail that went into every single one of those sequences, especially in the second half of the episode, looked very similar to moments I've seen from previous episodes as well in One Piece, both pre and post time skips. So I finally decided something I should have done maybe a long ass time ago, which is actually look it up as to who is actually responsible for pretty much for these sequences. And apparently a lot of the fight scene animation, or if not all of it, was done by Toshi Sheeta, and I think I got that right. And honestly, it just shows because those fight sequences were just incredible, and it makes me realize that such an asset to the One Piece anime may be lost soon because Shida has also been known for animating Dragon Ball fight scenes, so Toei might. So you may want to kind of soak up that work for as much as you can, guys, because I have a feeling Toei might refocus him towards the Dragon Ball Heroes anime coming out, and I just hope he'll have time to work on One Piece every. I understand that it's like as an animator, I'm sure he's going to be juggling multiple projects, not just Dragon Ball Heroes. But I hope he'll have time to work on One Piece every once in a while because the scenes with the Germa fighting the Big Mom pirates and the transformation scene specifically were just pure eye candy. Which I don't specifically remember the German transformation being that detailed in the manga, but it was entertaining to watch simply because of the fact that it looks like something straight out of Sailor Moon and Power Rangers combined. Like it was if like that whole transformation scene was if Sailor Moon and Power Rangers had a baby. Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like. That whole sequence was just incredible to look at, and even outside of outside of the German related stuff, a lot of the fight scenes in this episode were a lot of the fight scenes in this episode were still very a lot of the fight scenes that he did tackle as well were a lot of the fight scenes outside of the German stuff that he did tackle were still entertaining. Like just seeing Luffy go like gum gattle, even just seeing like Luffy go in, just seeing all the fight scenes he did in this episode were just kind of incredible. And honestly, yeah, I really gotta give props to the guy. I haven't given enough props to the animators in my reviews. I'm gonna try and do that a little more. But yeah, like this episode was just strictly amazing. Just for the work that Sheeta did. Like yeah, it was insane. And I'll be honest, I gave Germa a lot of shit for being an asshole family to Sanji, but I will openly admit they're legitimately good fighters, although I still do think if given a fair one-on-one with Sanji, that Sanji would still best all of them, would still beat all of them, and even though Judge is strong himself, I'm still heavily under the impression that all of his kids are stronger than he is. In fact, I think okay, I will admit that the judge is much stronger than the guy I'm about to compare him with, but for me, I think the whole family dynamic there is very much a similar is very much a Spondum situation where the only reason any of Sanji's brothers haven't dethroned Judge yet is because he gives them basically opportunities to fight. Like, yeah, of course, it's always been there that Sanji's brothers have kind of had this even probably before going through the experiments that they kind of have this need and lust to fight. So yeah, I think as long as Judge keeps giving them assignments where they can go fight, then I don't think they're gonna. I think that's what's kind of keeping them from even going, even defying him, or maybe Judge has some kind of being a scientific kingdom. Maybe Judge has developed some way to kind of keep them away from pretty much dethroning him or something like that. I don't know. So one thing that was heavily featured in this episode was pretty much the Mate Box, and right up to the point where it went flying over the whole Cake Island Chateau. And when you combine the fact that we have the Tamate Box featured in this episode with just how desperate the Straw Hat Beige Alliance was to escape, even with Germas help in this episode, and how the Big Father was basically rendered immobile by pretty much pedo. I think it's fair to basically assume that all of these events, are going to connect. Like, everything that's happened is going to connect. Everything that happened in this episode is going to connect back to the Tamate Box in some way, because all of this setup seems to me to provide pretty much a window for the Alliance to escape. Because remember, there is a bomb inside the Tamate Box, and when used right, bombs do pretty much prove to be a very loud distraction. Right now, I think the Beige Luffy Alliance needs as much of a distraction as they could possibly get a hold of right now, because this is fucking this whole thing with just the amount of shit that was coming at them in this episode is insane. And yeah, that pretty much ending scene of the Big Father being rendered immobile, and just the artwork of just the art of just the detailed art of seeing all the Big Mom pirates basically staring down the Big Father, and basically like the Beige Luffy Alliance. Yeah, shit. That makes me think that if shit is getting real, if shit hit the fan, then if shit hit the fan in this episode, then it's going to explode in the fan in the next episode, or the next episode after that, because next episode, actually, it seems like it's going to focus a lot of time probably on pretty much Sanji reconciling with his family. So yeah, if the next episode isn't where shit is exploding, then it's definitely gonna be the episode after that for sure. But yeah, like just the artwork on the Big Mom family in that moment was just insane. Another thing I felt that was aside from the whole Tamate Box thing and everything surrounding it, I feel that one thing that was also very front and center in this episode was a showcase of just how much the members of the Big Mom pirates care for each other, and as well as Big Mom herself. Because the thing is, they've been showcased. The thing is, ever since this arc began, they've been showcased as being so antagonistic towards the Straw Hats lately, that I think majority of the time we forget that all, if not majority of the crew, are made up of Big Mom's actual family, all her sons and daughters. And there's never been enough time, I feel, in this arc to actually showcase how much they care for each other as a family. And while there were very very few moments like that in this episode, they were still very they were still there, very small, but still there. Like the Katakuri and rescuing Brûlé, and the countless scenes of Perospero and the Strats and the Big Mom pirates in general just trying to protect Big Mom from Beige's constant assaults of trying to kill her. Which Beige at that point, honestly, I would just honestly Beige, I would have given up a long ass time ago. Like I'll give you credit for persistence, but yeah, once you were in the once you were in the Big Father, I would have just booked the hell out of there if I were you. But but yeah, I definitely like the scene of I'd like just like those little scenes of showing just how much that do kind of showcase just how much the Big Mom pirates care for each other. So yeah, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much my review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Night of Enemy, signing off. Later, guys.